No matter who you are, you've probably been jump scared before. Whether it be in a horror movie, a game, or maybe even a book.
Oh my god.
Jump scares are a core piece of terrifying media. For someone like me, who is extremely affected by horror and jump scares in particular, a well-placed jump scare is a surefire way to quickly spike my heart rate and get my attention. While most jump scares are used primarily for entertainment, I think that they can be used for something much more productive. Motivation. We all struggle from a lack of motivation at some time. At work, at school, or for me, when coding. Many times I catch myself operating at 50% efficiency and slowing down or producing code which is subpar. This is where I think jump scares can be used. Introducing the Jumpskaerror. My idea is simple. Imagine you're coding, as you do. It's 3 in the morning and you're crashing after your 5th energy drink. You type away, but your code is progressively getting worse. Then, as soon as you hit the save button on your file, bam! Jump scare. Your heart rate spikes to 150 and you begin coding a storm before another jump scare plays. Genius? Yeah. So how do we create such a program? The short answer, Java. Why? I like Java. Our program is going to look something like this. First, the user will input the path of the file they intend to do programming on. Say, for instance, we are coding a solution to motivation in motivation.java. Our code will be able to run this motivation.java file every couple seconds and output the results. If the result is an error in any way, we throw a jump scare on screen. Sounds simple, right? Well, as I like to say, anything coded in Java isn't as simple. Yeah, it isn't as simple as it looks. The easiest part of the program is taking user input. Using the Java scanner class, we can take a line of user input that will be the absolute path of the file we want to check. I also wanted to make our program compatible with a couple different languages, so I included the ability to check both Java and Python files. That was easy. What's next? I hate threads. I don't know what about them I hate so much, but my brain runs one-dimensionally, and when we start messing with 2 programs at once, I get very confused. To do a project like this, we need to discuss the concept of threads. What is a thread? Think of a thread as a small stream coming off a larger river. Pretty much, Java, the language we're coding in, runs in the big river to start with. This is called the main thread, and commands are run here whenever you compile a Java file. That's awesome and all, but what if we want to run multiple code bits at the same time? To do something like this, we need to quote-unquote create new threads that branch off of our main thread. That way, Java can execute the new threads as their own main threads in a process called multi-threading. Clever name, right? In our project, we will be using multi-threading for a couple reasons. The first reason being that we need to schedule our jump scare check to run every couple seconds. With normal code, you can use thread.sleep, which will cause the main thread to wait for however many milliseconds designated. But for what we want to do, it's much more effective and makes us look a hell of a lot smarter if we use a runnable. Think of a runnable as like a yacht sailing down our thread river. It can be run on any thread and is easily reusable and constant. Our runnable will be called Jump Runnable and it will house all of the necessary code to jump scare the user. Let's get to work on that. Now we have a runnable, and if we combine it with Java's scheduled executor service, we can execute our runnable every 5 seconds. Sweet! So, time to work on the actual jump scare. At first, I was pretty confident about this. How difficult could it be to display a GIF and audio to the user? This portion consumed most of the time spent on the project. See, to display a GIF of a jump scare, we must first create a window. To create a window, we must use a JFrame. To use JFrame, we must use swing. To use swing, we must learn what the hell swing even is. And even once you learn what swing is, you must then master the art of enjoying failure as your GIF stops instantly, disappears, or crashes the entire frame as a whole. This whole process was incredibly difficult and took many attempts to get right. Roll the tape. Pause here. The primary difficulty with swing and GIFs is what GIFs even are. I know, another explanation. A GIF is like a video in the sense that a car is like a tank. Sure, both have wheels, but one has many more wheels and a gun. Oh, that made no sense. Anyways, a video is a collection of many frames, usually 30 to 60 a second, that are played back to back with audio and high quality resolution in order to create the illusion of a moving object. This is why movies are called motion pictures. A GIF is a video, but stripped down to its core components. It has no audio, is low resolution, and is ideal for making very short reactions or displays. So why does this matter? Because Swing and Java treat GIFs as images, not videos. To import a GIF, use the image class. This is intuitive until you want to use your GIF on a JFrame. Doing so confuses Swing and makes it switch between showing the first image in the GIF cycle, actually playing the GIF, or in my case, just deciding not to play it at all most of the time. If you want to, say, resize a GIF, you break the JFrame. If you want to, say, stretch a GIF to the current frame, you break the JFrame. If you so much as even look at the GIF in the wrong way, yeah, you break the JFrame. After many hours of working on the GIF playing alone, I ultimately gave up, and instead of resizing the GIF using a clever Java Swing method, being a god programmer, I just went online and upsized the original GIF, which solved the problem instantly. Thank God for the internet. Okay, we've got the GIF working, now for the audio. Audio in Java uses what's called a daemon thread, which almost makes multi-threading sound really fun and interesting. A daemon thread is a thread that is constantly running, supporting temporary threads. It's like the Pacific Ocean to our main thread river from earlier. It supplies the main thread with many features, one of which being the ability to output audio. Using the audio system in Java, we can utilize the daemon thread to play a clip of the jump scare. Our project was finished. Or was it? See, being the programmer I am, I ended up with a little bit of scope creep. I wanted to be able to say that my jump scare motivator was a finished product, one that could be shared and used by many. As I began to move around my assets into new folders, however, Java decided that I was not finished. I was only getting started. Cue me making my first Maven project, learning what Maven even is, and how resource folders could not be designated unless using Maven or Gradle. And then finally migrating my whole entire project into its own Maven build. I swear this took me way longer than it should have, but by this point it was really late and my brain was functioning at about 10% capacity. Once Mavenized, I tweaked some values to ensure the smooth running of the program. Now that we have this working jumpscareomatic, we need someone to test it for us. Take it away, me. Oh, thank you, me. Thank you, me. I'm here. I'm about to enable the JumpScare program. I'm going to be working on test.java. I'm actually kind of nervous because I have my volume all the way up at max. So activating the script, it's as easy as executing the main class. So this should work. It shouldn't give me any errors. I didn't even have an error. I gotta disable it. I really do not know why it's just jump scaring me for the hell of it. I've got to fix that. So I think I fixed the bug that it was just jump scaring me when nothing was happening. Yeah, not a good look for the project there. So it should work now. Knock on wood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't get much. Jeez. Dude, I got to turn that off. Oh, wait, So let's try to do something a little more advanced here. Let's try to scan from a text file. I don't even know if there's any problems. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, I always get this wrong. Is it /? Did I forget anything? Okay, scan. New scanner. I think we're good. I'm the fucking... As you can see, I became very motivated by this jump scare. I could feel the determination to code better flow through my veins, pumped by my heart, which was now running at a considerably higher pace. If you think this face looks motivated, drop a subscription and a like. With your help, we can make many more coders motivated through the Jumpscaerror. In the future, when every programmer is using the Jumpscaerror, there'll be no more need for vibe coding and AI. This has been another presentation of the Flingboard Business Development Channel. Thanks for watching. And make sure to join me next time where I create an Xbox controller that secretes a gelatinous liquid. So that you can say, my palms aren't sweaty, my controller is, goddammit.